What's up YouTube? Today we have two CRKT knives, but they are in fact the same model, the CRKT Ryan 7. I have two versions. I have the partially serrated version, which I have owned for about 2 years. And my more recent acquisition, the fine-edged version. Now, both these knives are liner locks and feature the CRKT lock system to basically stop the blade from folding on you. It pushes a little bit of, if you can see, if I can get it to focus and then zoom in. There is actually, as you can see, there is a little bit of metal in the way of the lock system, of the liner lock, so that prevents it from closing. They are tip up right hand carry only on the pocket clip. Oh, sorry, tip down right hand carry. Although honestly, I think they carry better in the left hand pocket. Now, the handle scales on both models are Untitled, and the blades are 8CR14 MOV. Not bad little knives. I've got a few pieces of paper here so I can do some cut tests with them. Although I really don't think a cut test is going to prove much. This one still has the factory edge. This one has been sharpened once with a very poor sharpening system. Have some catalogue paper here and some slightly thicker coupon card to cut. So let's get to it. We'll try the one that still has the not has the factory edge. The one that I've had a while first. We're not going to bother trying the serrations. I know the serrations are crap. And as I thought, as per my old sharpening system, I can't even cut paper properly. It manages on the card, but yeah, that's not too surprising. This stuff is pretty easy to cut. It's basically 120 gram printer paper they print coupons on. Now we'll go over to the newer, still got the factory edge on it. Oh, these blades are a hollow grind, by the way. So we'll take this. Excuse me, this is a really old catalogue, so yeah, still not sharp enough to. Oh, my bad. It was just me. It is actually sharp enough to cut catalogue paper. It seems it's just my technique sucks, which doesn't make sense because I've been doing this a while. There we go. So yeah, it's sharp enough to cut catalogue paper, and this one, yeah, no problem cutting through. Coupon card. Anyway, let's get all this back out of the way. That's the CRKT Ryan 7 knife. Yeah, it's not the best blade grind there is. It could stand with some refinement. I'll probably run it on my Lansky guided, sorry, not my Lansky, my workshop guided sharpening system later, and then probably finish it off with my Lansky Blade Medic. Just to make sure. I actually run all my blades through my pocket sharpener, the Lansky Blade Medic, before I go on to stropping, just to get rid of any micro burrs that might be on the blade. And then I use the strop for polishing, but these are pretty good knives. They have got a lanyard hold that will fit 550 cord at a pinch. It is a little bit tight, but it does work. Not really a fan of the oversized thumb studs, to be honest. I really wish they would have changed that on these blades, although it does make them easy to flip. This one, as you can see, has pretty much no detent, and again on the newer version it is the same. Has got a bit of detent on the newer version, but it is quite poor and really late as well. So that's the CRKT Ryan Sevens. Now, overall the blade designs are okay. Ergonomics, I'd rate the ergonomics are fine, to be quite honest with you. I'd rate them 5 stars on the ergonomics, regardless of which grip you want to use, because it's got jimping on the body and on the blade. You can choke up a little bit for more controlled cuts, though I seriously would not advise it, because there's no safety when you choked up like that, because the choil doesn't come into effect. Finger choil is significant. You're not going to slip up from the finger choil. Jimping isn't too aggressive, and honestly, left or right hand, there's actually no hot spots on this knife. So yeah, I would recommend you purchase one at the price. They cost about $16.95 at the time of recording this, and that's for either version. So yeah, 4 stars on ergonomics, blade shape 4 stars, 3 stars on the thumb studs because they're fucking annoying, bit too oversized, 3 stars on the pocket clip, philosophy of use, EDC, and that's about all I can say about it. Really, EDC, that is it. It's got not much use on anything else. I wouldn't say defense despite the blade shape, because it's just, I don't consider it a thick enough blade to be able to handle any punishment like that. But overall rating, I say 4 stars, worth the money, but there is room for improvement. There's a lot of room for improvement, to be quite honest with you. The blade finish, despite this being a new blade, as you can see, it's already got a scratch in the finish. So yeah, they need to improve the finish on the blades. Maybe, I don't know, make it so you can change your pocket clip around. I'd like that, so it's left and right hand carry to pop and tip down. It's not like they'd have to change much to be able to do that. But yeah, aside from that, a good little knife, well worth having. Okay, I've knocked a star off for several points, and it's 4-star average. So I'd say it's an okay blade to have. Not the best on the market, not the worst. At the end of the day, only you can decide whether you want to get one of these. If you like the oversized thumb studs and partial serrations, or whether you prefer full fine edge, this blade has you covered. You don't have to go buy different models, because if you like this model of blade, it does come in both now. But at the time I purchased this, it was only available in serrated. Anyway, that is all for now, and remember, be good to each other.